right, welcome back to the bench. Okay, today is going to be kind of a product review slash rant. One of the things in the hobby that we all got to deal with is time versus money, which is your time versus your money. And I seem to be running out of time. So, one of the things I'm doing is spending money on certain things that just to me make sense to spend. I'm going to show you an example right here. Coal loads. Now, I think we all, not all, but a lot of us use coal loads, need to equip, multiple trains with coal. Or if you only have one or two, you're lucky. But a lot of us have, multiple. All right. So, yes, you can make your own. Not an issue. You can go ahead and do that. And one of the things I started to do is right here, I had a real cool method that actually it's not my method. Ray Brown came up with it. If you're not watching his channel, you should be. He's building the Bessemer and Lake Erie layout. Beautiful, beautiful layout. Wonderful modeler. He turned me on to these. These are laser cut thin pieces of wood that go underneath some foam. I believe what he does is he cuts these out. He's got a laser cutter. He's a sharp dude. He cuts these out. He glues them to a sheet of the right thickness, or close to the right. Oh, there we go. Close to the right thickness foam, all at once. Glues them all on, cuts them out with a razor, and then shapes them. Okay, that's cool. Well, what I already had cut some foam pieces to make coal loads for, in the back there, the Bowser H21As and the GLAs. I was going to do that. So he cut me a bunch of these. You can see this is the GLA, and that is labeled H21A. I know he's shown this on his channel, I believe. And then I had several cut for the GLA and for the H21. Okay, cool. So I glued these on, and I made one. It's right here. This is a made coal load. I mean, the back's a little messy because it got wet. But I did. I had it. I shaped it. I formed it. I laid it on some cardboard. I put some Mod Podge on it. Then I sprinkled on some coal that I got from Scenic Express. Wasn't quite right. Before I did all that, I did shape it and paint this a gloss black color. So I did that because it kind of shows through in a few places, and you can't really tell that much. So these are nice. Don't get me wrong. They come out pretty good. But it took me a while to make. It probably took me, by the time I got done, and let's say, you put Ray's time in it to cut these out and everything, you're looking at it sneaking up on 2 hours or something like that. So you say, well, what is an hour of your time worth? And that's different for all of us. I know what number I tend to use. Well, I wanted to try some of the new Bowser coal loads. They're labeled as English Model Railroad Supply, which is the Bowser hobby shop. And I have the H21A and the GLA. And these are in the hopper already. You can tell one of them's out of the bag. So they're in the hopper. And you know what? I got these. I found a location to buy these through, I think, HO Swap. A gentleman on there sells them for about $7.95 for a pair. So you're looking at roughly $4 each. Now, you got to pay shipping, granted. So, your mileage may vary depending on where you are, how much the shipping is, but what your landed cost will be. But let's call them $6 each. Landed, to get them up your fat butt. You go to the garage, you get your stuff, you bring it in, you open it up, and then right back here, what I did, you can pop them in the cars. I think they look pretty darn good. And again, there's nothing wrong with the homemade ones at all. They look good too. But what I did on the back of these, this little purple guy here is a magnet. So I came in here and boom, these are magnetized. You can see I put a magnet on the back. There's the back side of one of the Bowser loads. And that's adhesive on the back of that magnet. And it works fairly well. So you can just come along, go click, 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 click. Take them all out. Not bad. Did the same thing for the H21s. So there you go. They all come out. And again, these all have that little adhesive magnet on the back that I got at, who did I get it from? Do I have, oh, here's a bag. This is not exactly it, but K&J Magnetics. This is the surprise pack. These magnets are pretty cool. He's got N42 and N52, or the site does. And the ones that I put on the back of these are adhesive backed. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have them over here. Dun, dun, dun. Here they are. They're adhesive backed. Now they're not in the right bag. This is a different bag. You can see that. That says it's the thumb. That's this. That's the bag for the thumbtack. So they come off. They're adhesive backed N42 magnets, and this will work right through it. Oh, at least enough to get out of the car. You know what I mean? And okay, cool. Now here is the custom, well, I guess so. The one that I made. And if I put it in, and Ray cut them real nice, so they tend to fit. Might need a little bit of sanding because of the fact that when I made it, let me see if this goes in this one. Rats. Okay, you get the idea. I got to clean it up a little bit because some of it sticks around, but it's going to look, pretty good. Okay, so you can make them, but if you're going to make a lot of them, you're going to be doing a lot of this. Now, of course, if you do it kind of like Ray does, you glue all these to a big sheet of foam, you cut them all out, you still got to shape them all, and you still got to paint them all, let's say, then you still got to put the coal on them all, get that to set up. So, it takes some time, a little bit messy, or general viewer, you can go out and you can buy these for $7.95 each. Well, okay, your choice, but for me, in the condition that I'm in, I'm buying these. Yeah, they cost more, but when you look at what you get, and then it's so fat, you get them, and you can literally pop them right in the car. And, they're done. It's like, there you go. Now, you got to add the magnet. I do that. Boom. In the car. In the car. In the car. Now, of course, you can do that with ones that you made. And I can put a magnet on the back of that as well. So not a problem. But you got to make them all. And a lot of people are like, I want to make my own stuff. You got to put the model back in model railroading. I'm like, oh, shut up. My life is finite, and I don't have time to model every single freaking thing. All right, anyway. What I also did, these are some of the BLI 3-bay hoppers. Now those, they're the coal loads. They come with a coal load. Did the same thing. You probably can't see it, but right there by the 3 is the magnet that I put in there. So it's a thin magnet, but I super glued it in, and I wrote on the back with a white paint marker Sharpie, BLI 3-bay, so I know what they are. And then these are the same thing. Boom. Okay? Picks them up. So I can come along these cars. Boom. Take out the loads. Get them all empty off the coal dock, and then come along and put in another load. So I'm going to use these loads, for these, because it's done. It's easy. So that's, again, a rambling video. Your choice. Again, time versus money, the age-old thing for a lot of different things in the hobby. But for me, for this particular application, I'm going to buy them. Now, I'm not saying I won't make any more, and there's other hoppers where these are not available. They don't make them for everything. You got to look at their website, at the Bowser website, and see what they have. But I think they have the Bowser, which is what I was really after. Where the Bowser Pensy H21As and the GLAs. I didn't check. I assume that coal load may fit the Rapido GLA, but I didn't check. But I got it. I can try that. So up to you what you want to do, but that's what you get when you get the Bowser load. Very, very nice. I think they look pretty darn good, for operations, and they get the coal out pretty quick. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy with it. And I don't have to sit around, make a mess, and make, 25, 30, 40, whatever of these. I also have to do some, because not every hopper can you get a coal load, again, like I said, from Bowser. Okay, anyway, there you go. Real quick video. Just want to get back into it, but that's what I'm doing right now. So I have a bunch of these. I'm probably gonna buy some more, maybe for other hoppers as well. I have to go look and see what they have, and then get the magnets, which I already have. The adhesive magnets, I got those. And you gotta buy these as well, so that adds to the cost for a coal load. But you're doing that whether you do this or whether you make your own. So that's kind of the same for both of them. You got to buy something to take them out with. I bought that. That's a cool looking. I like purple. That's a cool looking little, thing where you can put a. Now I haven't tried a magnet on the back of this to see if it'll read all the way through. It probably will. If it does on the other ones, I don't see why not. So that is it. That is your product review / rant / 11 minutes and 5 seconds of who knows what. But anyway, that's what I got for today. Thanks, guys. Do appreciate you watching. Okay, I couldn't resist, so you get a little bit of a bonus video. Bonus. All right, so what we have, this is a Rapido GLA. Nice car, very nice car. And now for these, I did buy the Rapido coal loads, so I do have those. But I was just curious, and I want to say, will these Bowser GLA loads, will they fit? Well, it pretty much does. Here's a Bowser GLA load that I added one of the magnets to. It's a little snug. I had to do a little bit of sanding around the outside of this, but for the most part, it'll pop into the Rapido GLA car, and that's how it looks inside there. Now the Rapido car obviously has got wire grabs, and they're separate, and yada yada yada. I also noticed, if you look inside, you'll see this will, I'll take it out right away. It does have the supports across the car, where the Bowser car does not. Now, that's okay. Again, this is more for operation. I don't think it really matters, but these are very nice cars. That's the Rapido, the Bowser. So the coal load, as I jostle around here at the bench, trying to hold the phone with one hand and put the... I really need to get a tripod or a gimbal or something. All right, so that's that. And like I said, this will fit in with a little bit of sanding. Pops right in there. So there you go. So now you have the Bowser GLA with the Bowser load and the Rapido GLA with the Bowser load. I think they look good. And of course, the magnet does work. My little purple guy here works on both of them. So there you go. Now these are the magnets. This is what they look like. These are strong as hell, man. These things are tough. The one thing I want to try, since we're here doing a bonus video, is what happens if I put a magnet on the back of this? Will it actually pull through? So let me just pause it, try that, and we'll be right back. We're back. All right, so a little purple guy. There's the custom made. Put a magnet there on the back of it with the adhesive. And you come in with the magnet and, oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that's probably enough. I mean, it's not as strong as the others, but it's not bad. It's probably enough to get it out of the car if it's in there nicely. I mean, it'll, let me watch this. All right, cool. Now, one thing to watch is these magnets are magnetized, actually, obviously through the thickness of it, but one side has the North Pole with adhesive, the other side has the South Pole with adhesive. So you just got to be careful, because I had a couple of them out and they were on there, and it would repel, because this magnet, it must be a certain pole, and this is the other pole, so this will attract. Duh, Rob, as you can see. All right, so just be careful. Just watch what you're doing when you get these. You get a pair, you get 10 each, so you get 20 total. one with the adhesive on the North Pole, the other 10, I'm sorry, with the adhesive on the South Pole. So you still can find them. Now, and some magnets will work either way. You just got to kind of fiddle around a little bit with it, or really you want one that's got the right magnetization on it. But there you go. So I do have one load that fits, magnetized, custom made, and like I said, all the other ones there that are here at the bench. All right, again, sorry for babbling on so much, guys, but thanks for watching.